Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Total War Warhammer 2 Followers of Nagash campaign, where my campaign map looks slightly different on account of the fact that, I had to basically rebuild my whole preferences folder type thing, because the game had a bit of a hiccup a while ago when I was playing a different campaign, and refused to load up properly or load any save games. So I had to refresh my preferences folder, and that seems to have changed some of my preferences on the campaign map. For example, I now have floating text for characters on the campaign map, which I didn't have before. So I guess that's nice. And in so doing, I noticed that Gotrek is here. Gotrek and Felix are chilling out here in El Calabad, which I didn't realize before, but they totally are here. Which is interesting, considering I'm strongly considering going to war with these guys at some point. Gotrek and Felix, they were added by a DLC fairly recently, I think. They're a pair of characters from the old Black Library Warhammer Fantasy novels, Gotrek and Felix. I have to confess I never read those novels, so don't know much about them. But here they are, and
it is settled.
I can tell you
Point taken.
that Gotrek is in fact voiced by Brian Blessed. That is the voice of Brian. Gordon's alive, Blessed, right there that you're hearing. So anyway, when we were here previously, what did we accomplish? Well, we colonized these elven ruins, which I'm considering renaming, actually, because we can rename settlements if we want to. I just don't know what to rename it to just yet. But we colonized these elven ruins with that special Necrotect. That's the one that we got from doing a rite. It was this guy here, the Great Incantation of Petra. So that was useful. We also wiped out the last of the Knights of the Flame, and we managed to secure a non-aggression pact with Thegan's Errantry up here, which is good news, because I'm not interested in really expanding up here at all right now. Our objective is to get the Books of Nagash. We need 5 of them. We've got 1 already, because we're playing as Arkhan, but there's another one down here, there's another one over here, there's one down here, and there's one in Vulture Mountain here, which we are going to be trying to take at some point as soon as I've got the armies to do it. Because dealing with dwarves holed up in their mountains on the defense is going to be rough, particularly for our faction to deal with it early on, because our units are not amazing, it must be said, but hey, you know. Actually, one of the factions I'm most worried about in our conquests here, because we're basically, in the course of this campaign, in order to get the Books of Nagash that we need, I mean, we could sail across here to get one, get this one. Actually, in fact, there's another one there, which is interesting. Wouldn't be too much bother to sail across. I mean, I say too much bother. We'd have to deal with pirates and stuff along the way, and attrition as well, I think, going over the open ocean like that. But we could sail over here and go raiding to get these Books of Nagash, but I don't think I'm going to. I think really our goal in this campaign is basically going to be to just sort of march our way around Araby and acquire these books, because with these 3, plus the one in Vulture Mountain, plus the one we've already got, that will get us all 5 books. So I think that's going to be our goal, and in so doing, we're inevitably going to have to go down here where I know there are Lizardmen. There's this Lizardman faction here. I don't know what they're called, these guys, Talakwa. There's also the Last Defenders down here, where Krokgar and his mates live. And the Lizardmen are honestly one of the factions that I'm not looking forward to having to deal with. Like, they have lots of really tough infantry with high morale, and lots of big monsters in the form of dinosaurs and things, and I don't know how we're going to deal with that until we get much later on, and we get access to all of our cool constructs and things, because right now, I think a bunch of dinosaurs would just absolutely wreck us. In fact, even just a bunch of Thesaurus warriors, which their basic infantry would probably wreck us as well. Until Arkhan at least manages to power up and get some really cool magic. Anyway. The other thing is, there's another Book of Nagash over there. And of course there's this one all the way up here. There's the Sword of Cain. Which is a thing, it's an item you can get And if you have it, I think... I don't know the details of it, because I've never bothered to go for it myself previously. But if you get it, I think you end up with like a -8 to public order across your entire empire. But in return, you get this item, which is an incredibly powerful item you can use in battle to just absolutely decimate tons of units. It is weirdly tempting as Arkhan to try and get my hands on that. Just because I think it would be hilarious. If I power up Arkhan's magic enough so that he can get the purple sun and have the Sword of Cain, he could just be an absolute demon in battle, just wiping out entire armies by himself. It could be potentially amazing, but I have to admit it's not a priority right now, just purely because of the fact that it's all the way up there. So, you know. But anyway, those are my thoughts that I've been having in the interim here. In the meantime, though, we've got some stuff to do. We're building things here, a mortuary house, a bone wharf, and we've got room here for something else. I'm thinking of going for the quicksand swamp, because it'll give us... Wait, no, I'm looking at it wrong. The Grave Hill? Right, yes, this is what I was considering last time, the Grave Hill, because this is level 3 settlement, which would allow us, once we gather up enough cash, to get an ancient burial mound relatively quickly, which will give us access to Hex Wraiths. And at the time, I didn't know if Hex Wraiths are any good or not. I happen to know that they are now, because I've been playing a Vampire Counts campaign recently, over on Twitch. I've been playing a Von Carstein campaign, and I've discovered the Hex Wraiths are actually pretty good. So it is awfully tempting to do that, you know. But we do have other cool options here as well, like this, which gets Skeleton Horsemen, Skeleton Archers. Skeleton Horsemen Archers, even, I should say. And Horse Archers could be useful. I haven't used them very much in the past playing this game, but whenever I have used them, they typically tended to be pretty good. I mean, Horse Archers in Total War games generally tend to be just kind of amazing. In every Total War game I've played where Horse Archers were available, they were really good. They were downright cheesy, in fact. I suspect it might be the case here as well. Also over here we have the option to upgrade the Bone Shaper in the Wizard Caliph's Palace to Brassworks, which will allow us to have Skeleton Archer Chariots, which I suspect are pretty much just a straight upgrade over regular chariots, because they're just like regular chariots, but the only difference is that they can also shoot arrows at people. That seems like a no-brainer to me. And over here in the Sorcerer's Islands, oh, that's where it is, in the Sorcerer's Islands, so... Yeah, we've got some options. The problem is we don't accrue money very quickly right now. One of the benefits as Tomb Kings is the fact that our armies do not require any upkeep, such as this one we're building here with King Rakash. But we also don't get very much income full stop, really. We're going to need to conquer quite a bit of land in order to ensure that we have a relatively decent amount of income each turn. So, yeah, that's where these guys come in, for example. And these guys over here, and these lizardmen. And this I do want, the Death's Head monoliths over here. I'd love to get another... Oops, wrong button. Incantation of Petra. But there's a cooldown for that of 25 turns. And if I think if I wait 25 turns to do that again, somebody will have colonized this. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to try and grab it as soon as I possibly can. I worry a little bit about Sudenburg, but I think grabbing this should be a bit of a priority right now. We'll have to sail across there and do that with probably with Arkhan here, I think. We also have research available. Question is, what do we want to research? We have options. Apprenticeship of Bikar. Area capacity +1 for Necrotects. What is our capacity for Necrotects right now? I know that we have one. Right, we can't get any more currently. Right. Now we could just open up another dynasty, which would allow us to get another army. However, every time you do that, it reduces your research rate by 30%, which makes all of your other research going forward even slower. Genuinely, I do not know whether it's better to just try and go for these and unlock these as fast as possible to get more armies, or whether you should work your way through at least most of one of these dynasties before you go trying to unlock a second one, just because it means you'll get more research done in the long run, I think. I don't know, really. I don't know the maths on that one. I'm sure I could figure it out eventually if I got a calculator out or something, but... Hero capacity +1 for Tomb Princes. Quickening, charge bonus for Skeleton Horsemen. Ammunition plus 15% for Skeleton Archers and Horseman units. I think I'm going to go for this one, just because extra ammo is good, and more reload time reduction as well is also good. So I think yes. There's a few upgrades for Horsemen in here too, which is making me lean towards getting the Horsemen. Or getting the building that allows us to recruit Horsemen. So let's go for the Quickening for now. Let's go for the Quickening. And... is there anything else we want to get here? I mean, we could get a Channel Plaza. That would help us generate a bit more income. Not very much, but it's a little bit. An Obelisk. What's Public Order right now? Public Order is actually kind of fine for the most part. Although it won't be as soon as Arkhan moves out of here, but it won't go down very fast. On the bright side. So do I want a Quicksand Swamp or do I want a Grave Hill? That is the question. What level is the Wizard Caliph's Palace right now? It's level 2. In 2 more turns it will have another population surplus point, which is all it requires to get a mausoleum, which will upgrade the settlement to level 3. So do you know what? I think once... I'm going to upgrade this place to level 3 and then upgrade its existing Grave Hill to an ancient burial mound that way. And this town, therefore... at least for now, because you can always demolish these buildings and build something else later if you want to. For now, I'm going to go with the Quicksand Swamp, because in the long run as well, that's nice because it will get us, you know, this building line will get us things like Necropolis Knights, which are excellent units, so, yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend my money I've got right now on the Quicksand. Well, actually not right now, because I've just realized it costs 2,500, and we've only got 2,673 gold in our treasury, but... once I've got a bit more of a buffer here, I will be spending that, I think, on the Quicksand Swamp. There's also defense stuff here, which provides us additional garrison. I'm probably a bad Total War Warhammer player, because I don't build these buildings when I get the option to. I tend to just be greedy and build income buildings or build barracks buildings. I don't build garrison buildings, and I really probably should, because it always bites me in the arse when the AI comes to attack me in a place where my armies can't get to them fast enough. But anyway,
attend your king, slaves.
I think we're pretty much done here with the overview. It's been a long overview. But I want to discuss my tactics here a little bit, as before we go into a bunch of end turns where it's actually going to be quite dull.
As parched as my bones.
As I sit here repeatedly hitting the end turn button while I wait for my armies to build up a bit. Oh, and there was one other thing I wanted to do. Where is he? Prince Brecht. You are now Prince Bill. In honor of our stalwart companion from the Morrowind Let's Play. Right. Getting 500 income a turn at the minute, which is not very good, but I suppose as Tomb Kings at the moment it's okay. But we're going to need to take more territories. More territories, more land. Territories particularly with some nice, useful trade resources in them and some stuff like that. Things that we can actually get a bit of money for. And also, as the Tomb Kings, we need trade resources to unlock things from the... I forget what it's called. The Tomb Kings sort of... They almost have a crafting menu, don't they? This thing here. The Mortuary Cult, that's what it's called. Like even in a real-time strategy Total War game, you cannot escape crafting mechanics, folks. Welcome to 2019. But yes, you need various resources in order to be able to actually create a bunch of things like weapons, armor, and so on and so forth, and also some of these Legions of Legend too. For example, let's see, are there any particularly good ones here? A new army capacity +1 is certainly a nice one, although it requires a heck of a lot of gold and a heck of a lot of canopic jars. These guys here, though, they're kind of cool. Venom Knights of Asaph. Carpet jars, golden idols, iron, exotic animals. It's a lot of stuff we need.
My master will return.
Anyway, Arkhan.
Vanquish the meddlers.
What in Jesus Christ's name are you doing? I wanted you to go across the sea, you fool.
Come, servants.
I never mind. He decided to try and go all the way around there instead. Yeah. Irritating, but it is what it is. I guess that's what his little boat looks like. Interesting. A little tomb barge thing there. Right. King Rakash. I think you maybe have enough skeleton spearmen at this point. Let's, any regiments renown? No. We've reached our max capacity of skeleton archers. That is problematic for us. Maybe this building is going to have to be another set of open graves. I suspect it might be, you know. Never mind. No quicksand swamp for us just yet. It's going to need to be open graves so I can get some more skeleton archers. On the bright side, you can get some chariots. And we'll get a unit of direwolves as well. I think they could be vaguely useful, mostly for chasing down archers and things. Actually, who am I going to be fighting right now? I could end up fighting Sudenberg, and they'll probably have crossbone and things. So you know what? Yeah, I'll have a unit of direwolves. Felbats are just amazingly bad. I'm not going to bother. They could, in theory, be useful for dealing with enemy artillery and things like that. And I say dealing with, more like distracting. Like, I don't think even a unit of Felbats can take out an artillery crew completely. They are pretty awful. The dogs are much better. So... And there's crypt ghouls as well. Crypt ghouls... They certainly beat skeleton warriors, but... I don't know. Our army options are limited right now. I really just want a ton of archers. I really do just want a ton of archers, which is why we're going to build this, I think. Alright. That's it, isn't it? That's really it. Has Gotrek gone anywhere? No, Gotrek's still here. And we've got Vulture Mountain up here, which has probably got an army in it, plus it has a massive garrison. Vulture Mountain it's annoying, because it's right next to us. It's right there. The Book of Nagash is right there for the taking. But unfortunately, it's guarded by a ton of really nasty dwarves, so... Duh. Once we've got Arkhan and King Rakash both up and running with good armies, which won't be that far away, we can probably take Vulture Mountain just with sheer numbers. Oh, you absolute gits. I told you someone would colonize it. I didn't realize it was going to be that soon, though. Oh, the lizard men have got that now. That was a turn's worth of movement wasted. Well, I mean, that narrows down our expansion a little bit, I suppose. Which basically means that... what did he get there? Highborn of Khemri, +2 low public order for local provinces. That's not bad, I guess. And we've got this Lich Priest, Inenza. I almost forgot about him. When's this going to be built? One more turn.
Nehekara rises from the sands.
Let's see. I'm not going to recruit anything else for now. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to move you into this province, though. Ready to recruit next turn. Arkhan, you can get back on dry land, my friend. Extremely dry land, actually. And, yeah, it looks like I'm going to go bully Sudenberg next, which means we're going to end up fighting Gotrek and Felix, which is fascinating. I've never faced them in a battle before. I wonder how much of a pain in the bum they're going to be. I can't get the stats on. I can see the stats for Felix, or I could. Well, I was still able to see over there. I was able to see the stats for Felix. He looked okay, I guess, but he's not supposed to be the really nasty fighter. Gottrek's the nasty one. And I couldn't see his stats, so... Like... How big is Sudenburg right now? On the map, they're the same stupid colour as these guys, annoyingly enough, so... Oh wait, no, hang on a minute. That's because I'm viewing it in diplomatic mode. Oh! Egypt. How about we do this? Ownership. Okay, so they just own these two provinces. Wiping these guys out shouldn't be too hard unless Gottrek kills half my entire army by himself.
We will.
That sounds like a very Gottrek thing to do, admittedly, but I'm going to just sort of hope that that won't happen. Actually, while we're here, why don't we look at diplomacy? Is there anyone we could be, like, trading with and stuff? But Thegan's Errantry. They don't like us very much, but it is slowly improving. Very slowly improving. Khemri, yeah, we're actually at war with Khemri. They really don't like us, and it is probably worth pointing out, actually, that if we do take Sudenburg, it will put us... Well, it will give us a direct border with Khemri, which is not actually very good news at all. I may want to delay that then, now that I think about it, because I don't know how difficult Cetra is going to be to deal with, honestly. It's an unknown quantity to me. I'm sure Arkhan would love to kill Cetra, though. I don't know whether... Maybe we should deal with this first. I feel like maybe we should deal with this first here. However... Grapius Prospectors, we're going to be going to war with you soon, chums, so we're not interested in trading with you. Vampire Coast. We have an non-aggression pact with you guys. Unfortunately, you don't like us very much. Which is annoying, because you are a vampire faction, which means that we should get a bonus to relations with you. Unless by vampire counts, relations for Arkhan, it actually really specifically only meant the vampire counts up in the old world, and not these guys, in which case that would be very annoying. What about these lizard men? We could get a non-aggression pact with you, maybe, right now, if we wanted it. I'm just going to have to break it later, though. I'm going to not bother for now. Unfortunately, this is what you get for playing as Arkhan. Your diplomatic relations with everybody sucks. I'm amazed still that we managed to get a non-aggression pact with those guys. I really am. Yeah.
I deem it.
Mission issued. Rogue elements attack a force belonging to the following faction: Pirates of the Southern Ocean. We'll get 2,000 money for that and 15 canopic jars. Yeah, but I don't really want to attack Pirates of the Southern Ocean. That seems like a tremendous waste of time. And also quite a difficult thing to do, because pirates sometimes have really good armies. So we'll quietly forget about that. And the guy we accidentally awakened is ready for duty. Then you see research the quickening. Right, good. Okay, so we got this now. And you can now get some skeleton archers. Which is fine news indeed. Let's move you guys so you stood next to each other for now. Arkhan and Rakashi, you can just have a little chit-chat. Because I'm going to be moving you both in this direction soon. Vulture Mountain will probably be our next target. That's what I'm thinking. Just need to slowly wait for Rakash to build up his troops. Very slowly indeed. What's the capacity for these right now? Okay. Right, so next time we can get another one, I'll give us another 4 units of archers in this army, and then I'll just fill up the rest with just whatever random crap. Probably some crypticals or something, I don't know. As for this place, we've got some stuff we can upgrade. Don't know if I want to blow all my money on it right now, though. Graveport is interesting. The income from trade bonus is pointless to us because I don't think we're trading with anyone right now. Growth plus 20 is okay, I guess. I'm not going to bother with that for now. Let's just leave it alone. Breastworks. Unlocks recruitment of Skeleton Archer Chariot. And it will increase the capacity we have for both skeleton chariots as well, so that's tempting. That's awfully tempting. Although I'm going to leave it alone for now. Again, just because I want to create a buffer of money. I don't feel very happy about having like only 500 gold left after doing that. So, right, Nomad Stock, Bone Edifice, Apprenticeship of Bakar. Do I want to spend 100 carpet jars on that? Maybe. No, let's get this. Missile damage plus 10% for skeleton archers and horseman units. And armor plus 15 for them as well. The bone giant bonuses are useless to us right now, but yeah, let's go for that. And settlement upgrade available. Where would that be? Oh, Krafair can be upgraded now, huh? That I will do for 1600. That I will do. Great Incantation of Tahoth. This rite is available to be performed once again. Ah, yes, that will be the one to get a Casket of Souls. That I may wish to save up for. Because another Casket of Souls for Rakash's army, or even just 2 for Arkhan's, to be honest, would be excellent. Really, really excellent, actually. It's going to take us a while to save up, though. In fact, it'll take about 10 turns, I think. Our current rate of income, anyway. Assuming I don't, sack a building. Sack a town or something.
Attend your king, slaves.
Yeah, get that last unit of skeleton archers.
Servants of Nagash.
Raiding Lashik, Land of Assassins. Bruno Nagia, Pirates of the Southern Ocean. Are raiding here. Do we have a land army of pirates? We do, don't we? He's in this fog of war here somewhere. And somebody has claimed the Sword of Cain as well. That's where the Shrine of Cain is. This is where the sword itself is right now. I wonder who grabbed it. Anyway. Mission issued. Own the entirety of 2 provinces. 14 turns to complete. I think the only way we can do that is by... Yeah. Okay, that's maybe not going to happen, that mission. What would we get for that? Oh, 800 treasury, 20 carpet jars. Bah. Bah. Rubbish. Well, let's move you guys up this way.
My dynasty reigns supreme, Arkhan the Black.
I want to force march you, actually.
Attend.
Let's do that.
We never tire.
Get a bit of extra movement here.
This way.
And yeah, there's somebody raiding out here. Our income's taken a bit of a hit. You can tell. Do I want to detach a hero here to go scouting a bit? Don't think I need to, really. I know where he is. He's here somewhere. Well, we'll deal with him. When I got that mission issued to deal with Pirates of the Southern... Okay. The English language is hard sometimes. Anyway, when we got the mission to deal with these guys, I didn't realize they were actually a land army. I just naturally assumed they were pirates out in the ocean somewhere. You know, with a name like Pirates of the Southern Ocean. What are you supposed to expect? So in actual fact, we could totally do that. What do you want, Mad Mulletson? Are you declaring war on me? Yeah. I don't really need to worry about that too much, though. At least I don't think so. He's not going to come on land. He's just going to carry on floating around in the sea.
Is it hot?
Is it hot? As a matter of fact, probably, yes. The Talakwa have performed a rite of awakening, which means they've just recruited a new Slan mage priest, I think. Dynasty research. Bone edifice. Very good. Some nice bonuses there. What do we want now, then? Nomad stock. Not very relevant to us right now, it must be said. Apprenticeship of Bakar. +1 Necrotect. I'm going to do that. I think an extra Necrotect wouldn't be a terrible idea.
All shall fear.
Right. Anyway, our friends showed themselves during the end turn sequence. They're marching off in this direction right now.
Dark plans.
Dark plans. No. There he is, see? Now, let's take a look at his army here. What has he got? He's got mortars, he's got cannon, great cannon. Pistoliers, Outriders, Free Company Militia, some handgunners, halberdiers, and Bruno himself. We can totally take this army, especially with 2 stacks. I think even Nagash might... I mean, Nagash. Sorry, Arkhan! It's definitely not Nagash. Arkhan by himself could probably take that, actually, but with the 2 of them, it's going to be a cakewalk. Interestingly, Arkhan has a lot more campaign movement than Rakash does. I guess poor Rakash just hasn't leveled up at all yet, has he? This is the thing that's bothering me at the minute, more than anything else, is the fact that my characters aren't getting much experience, because they've got nobody to fight. Until now, anyway.
The king moves. Make way, fools.
Okay, I'm going to leave him like that. Maybe he'll come over and attack me. It's probably unlikely, but maybe. On the bright side, he might go over here and just absolutely gut Vulture Mountain for us, which would actually work in our favour a great deal. Have him just go up there, and even if he loses for trying to take Vulture Mountain, he'd absolutely batter the garrison there. So, let's see what happens over the end turn here. I'd like him to come to us, really. I mean, I'd like him to either burn down Vulture Mountain or come to us. If he runs off back into the desert, that's just going to be annoying. But I suspect that might be what he's about to do. Even the AI is not stupid enough to even the AI is not stupid enough to think it can take both those stacks, I think. Oh, here we go. Right. He is... Okay. He's walked next to Vulture Mountain. He's not actually attacked it, he's just standing there. And Mad Mulletson is just floating around doing his thing.
My art is eternal.
Stray slaves. Men whose flesh still crowds their bones with hearts that continue to beat have been found wandering the land. Throwing themselves upon our mercy, they beg for their lives and the freedom to return to their faraway homes. What should we do? You came to Arkhan begging for... you poor fools. Lost to the desert? We have no need for mortals who require care and sustenance beyond the binding spell. They won't make it out of the desert alive. Public order -8 all provinces. Diplomatic relations +10 with all factions. Or... Living servants, growth +20 all provinces, diplomatic relations -10 with all factions. I mean, we're not exactly on particularly great flipping terms with all the other factions as it is, so... Here's the thing, though, like, -8 public order, it sounds awful, right? But if we got enough bad public order, we could have a few rebellions, and weirdly enough, rebellions wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because it would give our characters an opportunity to gain some experience in battle. I think the downside, though, is that if we have rebellions, like Tomb King rebellions, they can spawn with some really nasty units. I'm gonna go for this one. Their lot is to serve.
You are not him.
Alright.
Submit to your king.
Let's move Rakash up here. We're going to be breaking treaties and things. Also, we got some level ups, actually. Intes. You're going to get a name change too. I've already changed one to Bill. You're going to get a name change as well, just so I can remember who's who. I just don't know what to change it to yet. Passive ability Stone Shaper. Increase mobility. That's probably part of the reason why we're moving a bit faster. Do we want more Canopic Jaw? Canopic Jaw Hoarder? No, Canopic Jar Hoarder. Blah. Blah. Wrath of the Creator. Buffs constructs. Also buffs constructs. He's got restore. More movement range, honestly, is pretty good. Let's have that. And Inenza here also is leveled up. Diab's Incantation of Cursed Blades. Replenish troops. Replenish troops wouldn't be terrible. Like, being able to replenish your armies very, very quickly is part of how you win with this game. Having a really high replenishment rate is excellent. Stupid, stupid good. But additional bonus versus large effect. That's not actually that useful against most of the armies we're fighting at the moment, admittedly. But it'll allow us access to the rest of this. Unfortunately, the lore of Nehekara, which is the type of magic this guy has access to, is not tremendously great. It's really not tremendously great at all. But we'll work with it. I think we'll just start trying to level up his magic as fast as possible. So let's go for that. Likewise with Arkhan as well. Actually, I've been heading towards this, which is why I've got points in here. Although this is, again, pretty good to have when we've got lots of skeleton archers, so it's not waste at all. But I think for Arkhan, we really need to... Did I call him Nagash again just now? I'm going to probably keep doing that. For Arkhan, we really, actually... I've kind of changed my mind. While Resurrect is a really great thing to have, and Reanimate's okay, I think that what's more important to us with Arkhan is actually getting all the way up here to Purple Son of Zarius. Because that's a battle-winning spell right there. So next time Arkhan levels up, we're going to be putting it in Spirit Legion, starting to make our way down the magical line here. I've decided. Wait, what? So we're not actually at war with these guys. That's interesting. Well, we're about to be, so... Is he running away? He's running away.
Follow me. We fight. I have risen.
I'm trespassing right now on the dwarves' territory, the Greybeard Prospectors. I do not give a shit, though. We're going to be going to war with them very soon. Couldn't give a toss. I'm going to chase down Bruno and murder him because it's basically free experience.
Machinations.
Also, research. I never did make a decision here, did I? Oh no, we did. We managed to get apprenticeship of Bakar, so I can recruit another Necrotect if I want to now. I may just do that. Alright, I think I want to look at unlocking another dynasty here. Question is which one? Alright, so after some thinking, I think I'm going to go for Wisdom of the 5th Dynasty here, because Satep, his Lord trait is interesting, because it gives you, plus 5% hero action success chance for Lich Priests, plus 2 hero recruit rank for Lich Priests worldwide, which is very nice, and plus 5 Winds of Magic Power Reserve for all armies, and plus 5 Untainted for local province, which is whatever. But that's some good bonuses for Lich Priests and things like that, which is also, indirectly going to help Arkhan as well, having more Winds of Magic Power Reserve. So, that's good. That's good. The usual thing here. More Lich Priest, Tomb Princes, Necrotects, etc. Also, ammunition plus 20% for Screaming Skull catapults, which we don't have, but Casket of Souls, which we do have, and reload time reduction for them as well. So they'll fire faster. That caught my eye. That's very nice, because the Casket of Souls is one of our best units. At the moment, anyway. These both here are not so great, because they're about Necropolis Knights. Which we won't get for a long time. And the Proclamation of the 5th Dynasty here. Income from income buildings plus 5%. Recruit rank plus 1 for all units. Construction cost minus 10% for income growth. Yeah, it's whatever. We can't get this one right now because don't have enough money. It's not that great anyway, to be honest. So I think I'm going to go for Setep here. For the 5th Dynasty. Wisdom of the 5th Dynasty. It'll take 18 turns, so it'll take a bloody long time. But whatevs. Alright, that's research sorted. Which means that's everything else taken care of, pretty much. Still sitting on a bit of a pile of money here. I'm content to continue sitting on a pile of money here. I also want to upgrade the brass works. Do I want to do that? Actually, I'd rather save up for upgrading the crypt barracks, maybe. So we can get to royal barracks and what have you. Because this isn't far away from getting Mausoleum unlocked. Which we also want to save up for. So, you know, we're not going to buy anything right now. Going to be a pinch purse. Follower gained. Bill. Prince Bill. Look at that. Prince Bill has gained a Channel Valley Necrotect. Minus 15% construction cost for infrastructure buildings. Hooray! Right. Bruno has continued to run away from us.
I'll ignore that.
Can I catch him this turn? It looks like Arkhan can. Also, Bill's leveled up. Yes, Bill! Marvellous. Right, we've maxed out Canopic Jar Hoarder. Skeletal Steed. Do we want to put Bill on a horse? It will actually lower his melee attack and melee defense quite dramatically. It will give him a bit more HP, though, and obviously he will move faster. I don't think I'm going to bother for now. I just want to make Bill kind of a beast in close combat, for honestly, just to help us on the battlefield lots. You know, I'm not going to... I don't think I'm really going to bother investing in a lot of this stuff down here. Training, potentially useful. Public order, potentially useful, but I think... Let's just make him a beefcake in combat, shall we? Usually plus 4 melee defense, melee attack, and weapon strength. Yeah, let's go for that. Weapon strength is 370. That's not bad, you know. He also has a bonus versus large. I didn't notice that, but he does. That's worth remembering. Conqueror.
Attend your king, slaves. Master.
Should we have Arkhan chase after this guy and try and fight him?
I will not obey.
Can we take him? I think we can take him.
Resurrection.
I can send the bats and dogs after his cannons and mortars and things.
My master will return.
The Tomb Scorpion will just shred through stuff. Does he have much anti-large? He has a unit of halberdiers, and that's pretty much it. The handgunners will be a little bit annoying.
Arkhan the Black.
I think I'm probably going to target the handgunners with my archers, and with the Casket of Souls. Yeah, I think we can do this. I think we can. Famous last words and all, but
Destroy them.
let's see if we can get him at least. He might just run away again. Okay, no, we're actually going to have a fight. Good stuff.
Extinguish their souls.
Let's do this.